So now we are able to render our list of to-dos from an array, and we are using mapping to render that. So we can see we focus actually on important attribute or property we need to use. And if you open our console, you see it's complying as well from it and saying each child in a list should have a unique key. Okay, so when you are mapping through an array of objects and you want to render JSX beyond that, the wrapper element, whatever it is, for example, we have a div here. It can be anything else. Whatever first wrapping element of that JSX, it needs to have a key word. Okay, I'll not explain you why. And that key should be unique, very unique. So if you see in our to-do list, we already have an ID here, which should be very unique. So we'll use that as our key. So I'll say to do that ID. Okay, save. I will refresh and our console is not complaining anymore. So why do we need this key? Why React make sure that you have this key when you're mapping? So let's say we add this element, these two first ones, right? So, and we say come later and add to this array, add the third element. The React, the way it will do it, it will go and render this element only, right? That's what we're expecting. We don't want it to go and render these two. But how it knows that these two exist, how it link them to your code, that's when key comes. So whenever an element gets created in JSX when you're mapping, it creates a reference using the key and saying, okay, these details are attached to this key. So when you go and map, it makes sure that this doesn't exist using that key. If it doesn't exist, then it adds it up. So when you have a small list, you'll not see much impact on the performance. But of course, when you have large data and real-time application, that will make some difference. And I'll show you a quick look. This is something called Profiler. So you can add it to your dev tool. You can just say, for example, React dev tool. I'm using Chrome, so for Chrome. And you can go and add it as extension in your browser. So for me, it's already added. So this one gives you a component and profiler tabs that you can use. Profiler is used to track the performance, and components for debugging your React components. And later we'll go in more depth on how to use those. But for now, to show you a proof of this.